it was over.
Yeah.
I never had a problem.
Yeah.
Until I retired. And then I retired, right? And I said, okay. This will be last weekend. Let's have a great one. Let's have a great one. We'll be done. And I have a great one. And I stumble on it on Monday or Tuesday. Sleep for 2 days. And that's it. It's over. And then, go somewhere. I don't know. Go get some milk from the store and run into 2 or 3 of them. And then I'm like, what the hell going on?
Yeah.
And then I went out again. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Why am I doing things after I said it was over? It always worked before when I said it was over. Yeah. But this time, I kept falling back. And then that's when I realized, because I had to start studying my own self, that all I was doing was switching addictions.
Yes.
So since I didn't have anything to put my energy in, I couldn't come out of what I was in. Yeah. And that was a tough thing.
Yeah.
That was a tough thing.
So how did you pull out?
I had to learn to stop doing all this shit. Because I figured, obviously, I used to talk about people. Man, how can they not stop? Why ain't they strong enough to stop? You know what I mean?
Because you always had football.
Because I always had football.
Right.
And when I didn't have football, I said, oh, this is the kind of problem they were having. Okay. Because then you got the time, you got some money, and you just kind of fell back into it, man. So once I learned that, then I understood what I needed to do.
And what did you shift the addiction to?
Work.
You were like, I gotta go in.
Right. And that's why I work the way I work. It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Work is the addiction.
Yeah.
Addiction.
So maybe life is addiction. You just gotta find the way. Well, let me put it this way. Maybe success is addiction. You just have to make sure you put that focus and passion into positive things instead of drugs, all this other kind of shit.
Exactly.
Because I relate to that.
Right. But now when you say success, happiness is the word I will put in there. Must be your addiction. What makes you happy?
Winning football, championships made you happy. Yeah.
Let me tell you what makes me happy, man. Winning football was great, and I love football, and I love nothing. But when I look at my little granddaughters right now, and I say to them, Papa gonna take care of you from the grave. That makes me happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Papa will be taking care of you. From that. Papa gonna be dead and gone.
Yeah.
You still gonna reach.
So how did you not fall into the trap of like so many athletes that spend all their money living the extravagant lifestyle? All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to make sure you're gambling the right way. And the right way to gamble is to make money. And how do you make the most money? Well, shit, if somebody's giving you money to match. And that's what MyBookie is doing. MyBookie.ag is going to match your initial deposit bonus up to $1,000. Listen, bet the spread between the Raiders and the Cowboys at MyBookie. When you win, you win. And if you don't, MyBookie is going to refund you up to $250. Simply put, you can't lose on this bet. And that's what I call no risk, all gravy. Now, remember, before you get your wager in, set yourself up for success by doubling your first deposit bonus when you use the promo code FLAGRANT. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code is FLAGRANT. They are doubling your initial deposit bonus up to $1,000. Get on mybookie.ag right now. Put those bets in. Remember, mybookie.ag, promo code FLAGRANT. Bet anything, anywhere, anytime with MyBookie. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because if some of you want to pay off your student loans faster, you need to listen the fuck up, okay? Let's talk about student debt. You could potentially save thousands of dollars with refinancing. And Earnest is the company that you're going to do it with. Earnest was voted best student loan refinancing overall by NerdWallet. Earnest has some of the lowest rates, flexible payments, and an in-house team ready to help. With Earnest, you could change your interest rate, get a lower monthly payment, and you never pay fees, not even late fees. Think about that. If you have any questions, you can even talk to a real-life human at Earnest for help. When you pay less interest, you can put that money towards your goals. So, with Earnest, it only takes 2 minutes to see what your new rate could be, and there's no credit impact. And right now, Earnest is offering our listeners a $100 cash bonus. Refinance your student debt at earnest.com/flagrant. And remember, this is not available in all states. Once again, you get $100 in cash bonus when you visit earnest.com/flagrant to refinance your student loan. Visit earnest.com/flagrant for more details. But remember, it's not available in all states. Terms and conditions apply. Earnest student loan refinancing made by Earnest Operations, LLC, NMLS. Now let's get back to the show.
you can live the lifestyle. That's not the issue. It's how you get to live the lifestyle. That's the issue. Money is, you got to know how to spend your money. Simple things. And I talk to young men about this all the time, because you got to imagine, okay, here's a young man, he growing up like I grew up with nothing. With nothing. Yeah. And then it's not just he grew up with nothing. What did he see? He saw everybody that had anything around him get it taken, repossessed, houses, cars, because they couldn't keep up with payments. This all he's watching. So now he just getting, I'll do simple numbers. He just got a $5 million signing bonus. $5 million signing bonus. And this dude wants to say, man, I got $5 million. Here is where what he could use, what he used to get to where he is. So I call sometimes your greatest asset can be your greatest liability.
Right.
He used the poorness around him, the poor and the poverty around him as fuel to make him a great athlete, to make it. But now you use your yesterday to set your tomorrow. But now your yesterday is hurting your tomorrow, because when he gets the $5 million signing bonus, he says, I want to get my house, I want to get my cars. So he buys a $3 million house, say he spends $500,000 on cars. He's $3.5 million now.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm buying mine flat out. So nobody gonna come to take it from me like I saw them taking it from everybody else around me. Stupidest thing in the world to do. You get a $5 million, you set it over there, you go ask somebody, let me borrow $3.5 million against that $5 million, and then I'm going to buy all that stuff I want, but I'm going to leave that $5 million sitting on principal, and then I'm going to make the interest off that $5 million to pay back the loan of the $3.5 million, and I never touch my principal. So you cannot let the pain of yesterday mess with your tomorrow. Another thing we do, and I learned this from O.J. Simpson, it's called a family
payback.
White women.
Okay. I learned it from O.J. Simpson. It's called a family skipping dynasty trust. You put all of your family members in on the name in this trust, and that's what I got, Irvin Family Skipping Dynasty Trust. Anytime I give money out to anybody in my family, they get to pay the tax on the money at their bracket. So when we pass out money as athletes, we give to our families all the time. We're giving it to them at our tax bracket.
But if you put the money in the trust.
If it's in the trust, when I give it to them, my mom tax bracket way different than mine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end up giving her the money to pay for the tax too, but I just rather, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
It's these things
So
that causes a man to go broke.
How did you learn these?
How do you pick these up? Like,
Well, my degree is in business, first of all. My degree is in business management and organization. And back then, you had to graduate early to leave and go to school early. So I graduated after my junior year of eligibility and went to the draft. That's how I controlled my draft. Like when Green Bay called with the 7th pick, Green Bay like, Michael, we're going to draft a receiver right here, and we're thinking about, I said, no way, Green Bay.
Really?
No way, don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. I'm not leaving Florida for Green Bay.
Wow.
Really?
It's not. I'm too dark. That's because I like the sun. That's why I'm this black. It won't work in Green Bay. Don't do it. Don't do it. And see, they couldn't draft me because if a team drafts you, I could have dropped the class, gone back to summer school, and they would have lost the draft choice, and I could have applied for a supplemental draft. So I had total control. That's why I did. I learned that from Bernie Kosar when he graduated a couple of years ago.
the slowest quarterback in Madden history.
I was the brokest dude in the world sitting there negotiating with the NFL. No way, no way, no way. I was only going to play in Dallas, L.A., or New York. I was willing to give up some ends on the front end because I know I'll make it back up on the back.
If you were going to
Oh,
play New York.
for marketing. I thought this whole time it's because you were a Cowboy fan, yo. I'm so disappointed.
My dad was a big Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
But no, I did. We were Cowboy fans. We are big, huge Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
But I knew I was going to go to Dallas. And then Jimmy came to me, Jimmy Johnson. He said, Michael, he said, I understand what you're doing. I can appreciate it. He says, but Dallas is going to draft you. He said, none of them damn shenanigans. I said, no, coach, that's how I'm going to play for Dallas.
This is
I
a
would
cool
love to go
story.
play for Dallas. I said, why would you think I would do it? He said, I'm just telling you. He said, I'm telling you right now because I got an oil buddy, friend of mine, who's about to buy the Dallas Cowboys.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'll be joining you next year.
Oh,
Isn't that
shit.
crazy?
So you knew it was going to happen.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was